Hello everyone and welcome inside Cole Harbour plays Scotia 1. Final game of the day on the High Button Sports YouTube channel. There's one more after this. We will not be here for it. So the Dartmouth Whalers and the Cole Harbour Wings going at it. Second game of the round robin for both of these two teams. The Wings looking to pick up their first victory. Tied 4-4 earlier in the day. And the Whalers had a loss by a score of 6-4 against the Sackville Flyers. So both teams looking for their first victories. Dartmouth would essentially be eliminated with a loss, and Cole Harbour with the loss might make things a little bit difficult for them. So a huge 2 points up for grabs with one more game to go tomorrow afternoon for these two teams, then potentially semifinals. But again, my name is Troy Langstaff. Mr. Jeffrey Warburton is on the camera. Thanks for joining us here on the High Button Sports YouTube channel as we're underway here. Wings looking to bring it in. There's Colby Steele, has it up in his feet, picked up, thrown on goal by Anthony Butt. Fed around. Here's Gavin Bernard for the Whalers. Pass all the way across for Joseph Anderson. Anderson down the left side, looking to get a shot off, and a good save by goaltender Cole Vitor. Oh, sorry, number 35, Max Marash of the Wings. Shoveled down low. Wings looking to start on the breakout. There's Butt on the far side. Carrying it in across the blue line, has no support as those teammates are changing. A shovel in the neutral zone, and that penalty clear is day coming up against the Wings. And heading to the box looks like number 17, Lucas Bartko. Faceoff controlled by the Whalers, thrown into the corner as Collins will give chase. Digging it out of the pile, number 5, Timur Stepanov. Far side boards, Whalers looking to get something set up, just gonna throw that on goal and we'll be covered up. Covered up again. We'll try this again. 10:06 to go, just a minute 54 into the period. Another scramble draw. The Wings will look to throw it out, but held in the line by Gould, who throws a big rebound out in front. Another chance. That one's put just wide. Will come back to the point for Colin Gould. He'll take a wrist shot this time. That goes off the stick of the defenseman. That was Stepanov. Shoveled back to the line, held in by Barnett. Thrown in on goal. Puck's loose for a second and then jumped on by the goalie. We'll have another whistle. Back to the point it comes. Here's McIsaac. Wrist shot deflected and lands right back in the crease for a moment. Face off one right back. Just want to apologize for the scoreboard update. Had yet to adjust the score from last game. Had the logos and the names in there, but it's been a long day. I'm sure you understand. Been here bright and early, done a handful of games this morning. A shorthanded chance for the Wings is diving into the net. I'm not going to cover that up. Still 53 seconds left to go on the power play, so got that scoreboard fixed for you. It was not 7-0. It is all knotted up at 0 apiece. Controlled by the Whalers, who are on the power play. Got some good looks in the first minute and change on the power play. They're looking to break out here. There's Olivia Swinimer. We'll fire that right through the middle, and it will hit the side of the net. So icing waved off against the Whalers. Got a little bit lucky there. McIsaac jumping in on this one. Swiped at it, no good. Swinnemer has to get back, but a breakaway here going down the other way. To the forehand, they score! Wings are on the board first. A short-handed goal. Skylar Anderson. Anderson had a goal in their opening game. Scardy got one here early, short-handed against the Whalers. Here's Bernard down the left side, looking to get a good response here for Dartmouth. Still a little bit of time left on the power play, just 14 seconds. That goes off the referee. Pass into the middle. Bernard almost intercepts it, but will be taken out by Steele. Puck knocked off of his stick by Leg. Sent into the wing zone. Morris jumping onto the ice for Cole Harbour. Puck played up the wall. Leg holding it in. Morris swiping away at it. Head to the far side. Look to start the breakout. Puck didn't have enough gas to get to him. So Larisic will send it in. The Whalers. Larisic in there digging at it. Now here's Colby Steele with a short pass up for Butt. Backhand feed across was intended for Morris, but intercepted by Bernard. Now heading back is Michael DeWolf, and play is going to be blown dead here in the wing zone. It's going to be a too many men penalty called against Cole Harbour. I think that's the first too many men penalty I've seen all tournament long. So it looked like one of the Wings players actually jumped back on the ice or sort of turned around to go pick up their neck guard, and then just confusion at the bench and too many men. So another power play here for the Whalers, looking to equalize it after the Anderson goal on the breakaway. That gets played into the middle, and unable to connect was Burley out in front. Here comes Dartmouth winding up. Hard shot by Bembridge. Sails into the glass. Gold now will hold it in. Feed it back down to the half wall for Collins. Coming in to help out is Bembridge. Bembridge with it. Back to the point for Swinnemer. Long shot right into the gut of the goalie, and covered up. Cleared by the Wings. Trying to knock it down with the stick was McIsaac. Couldn't get a piece of it. Here's Brian. Pass sent over to the far side. Into the skates of Bartko. Across the line come the Whalers. Here's Brian. Backdoor attempt, but a good stick play there by Max Marash in between the pipes for Cole Harbour. Able to clear that away. Larisic will carry it into the offensive zone. We'll work around Bartko. Back into the middle. Stopping up quickly was Riley. They're going to swipe at it. Leg now. Gets there in time. Brian can't clear, and defenseman Craig Bishop-White will. So now a race for it in the Whalers zone. Lucas Bartko in there. Jay McIsaac for the Whalers. Pass fed across right onto the tape of Bartko, who will send it in and peel off on a change now. 5:50 to go, and we are back to 5-on-5 now as the Whalers are unsuccessful on the first two power play attempts. Anderson now with speed behind his own net, skates into a Dartmouth player. That was Gavin Bernard stepping into the lane. Joseph Anderson has the puck knocked off of his stick, played up by Barnett. Bembridge carrying it in. Wayne Bembridge had 2 goals and an assist in the 6-4 loss versus Sackville earlier today. That game went at about noon time. We've been running pretty early, actually, and if you're just joining us and surprised to see that we're already going, we got off to a quick start. Not even 7 o'clock yet. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. 1-0 Cole Harbour. Again, the goal off the stick of Skylar Anderson went in on the breakaway. McCausland wound up for that one, gets sent towards the net, a bouncing puck. Gould will play it up the wall, kept in by DeWolf, who has a stick of Bernard up in his arms. Bembridge trying to carry it out, has it knocked away. Bembridge with it now, will feed that across, takes a hop off the skate of Bernard and into the Cole Harbour zone. DeWolf will spin away from Bernard. DeWolf with a good breakout pass here. Larisic rather, intercepting that one, but still in the zone was Bernard. So offside called against the Whalers here with 4:24 to go. Joe Lamontaine's Memorial Tournament rolls on, the 40th edition here at Cole Harbour Place, U15B Division, day number 1 of action. We were here all day yesterday. We only covered the championship games. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Did 4 or 5 games. You can find those all on the High Button Joe YouTube channel if you want to go back and take a look at those. Some very close games. I don't know if any of them were more than 2-goal games. They were all quite close. It was a lot of fun to be here and call or do camera, or heck, even just watch them in general. It'll be a couple days time before we see finals action. Cole Harbour looking for another. Puck's loose to the side of the goal. The initial shot by Morris wasn't swallowed up by Vautour. Collins trying to work it up the wall, back to the point, kept in by Stepanov. Slings it towards the net. Steele will spin away. Morris, a little bit of room, will spin around and try and feed that into the middle, but intercepted by Larisic. Larisic looking up for it's number 12 there. Don't have a name for on my roster sheet. Dartmouth, the Whaler, number 12. Roan Clark Black is wearing number 12. On my roster sheet I had 20. I'll make that correction. Actually had 3 assists in their first game, so probably a number I should know. So Roan Clark Black wearing number 12 for the Whalers. Him, one of 2 APs according to the roster sheet down below me, the other being Clark Barnett, who had 2 goals and 1 assist. A good save there by Whalers goalie Vautour. That chance came off the far wall for the Wings. Not the greatest of weather out right now, and I think that might be reflected in the crowd here. So you would think that, you know, the closer teams like Cole Harbour and Dartmouth would have a lot of fans in the building because everyone's able to get here, but with the weather and the expected weather that we're supposed to get, I don't blame anyone for leaving the house. Excited to have you with us here on the live stream. Played through the neutral zone. Here's Bembridge looking to go one-on-one. Bembridge has to go to the outside. Good stick by Anderson. It looked like Bembridge throws it on goal. Rebound came loose, and swiping at it was Bartko, but a rolling puck bounced over the blade of the stick. Bartko carrying it in, corner, makes a move, still with it. Bartko, another nice move. Light pass it in front. It's still loose for a second. Down and out is Vautour, but the puck comes loose and the Whalers go the other way, and a hard pass by Bartko will go the length of the ice. So when icing charged against Dartmouth, they thought they might have had something growing there, but an icing is the call. Puck thrown in by McCausland. Off the wall, collected by the Wings. Long shot, blocker saved by Vautour. Sent around the boards. Looks like that's Leg heading after it. We'll play it off the wallet for Anderson, chips it around the D, and an excellent back check by the wings, number 7, Isaac McCausland. Good physical play here, but clean physical play, just kind of leaning into the other players and pitching them off the puck. And good example there by number 4, Gavin Bernard for the Whalers, doing that on that latest play in the neutral zone on the far side. Now here come Dartmouth down the ice. Was in the skates of Larisic, couldn't get it over to Bernard, and now here's Steele down the left side, trying to work around Gould. Steele will stop up, drop pass into the middle. Still with it now, shot blocker save, rebounds loose, and that one just sails through the crease. It was Cameron Burley with the first shot. A good back and forth action. We're into the last minute of the first period. A chance here for Black, and on a breakaway to the forehand, scores. Oh, what a beauty of a goal by Roan Clark Black. We are tied at 1. Bembridge looking for more before the end of the period. We'll carry it in, circle around the net. We'll go off the boards back to McIsaac. 45 seconds to go in the first long shot. Took a deflection off the stick of Black and into the near side corner. Roan Clark Black looking for another here. Circles around, backhand shot, low pad save by Marash. Back to the line it comes, kept in by Leg. We'll work it down low. There's Morris far wall. Again, a good stick by Black as Collins spins and fires that on net. 20 seconds to go. That hits the side of the goal to the right of Marash. Sent around to the boards. Cole Harbour just looking to get out of the zone right now. Here's Morris. The good pass up for Steele. Actually went over the stick a little bit too high. 10 seconds left to go. Maybe a rush here for Cole Harbour before the end of the frame. Steele over for Butt. 5 seconds left. They got to know how much time's left in front, and didn't quite make it there. Steele far side post. Or near side post rather, and can't get the shot off. Steele was all alone in the slot area for a moment, but we're tied at 1 after the first 12 minutes of play. We'll be back in a minute or two for action in the second period between Cole Harbour and Dartmouth. Underway in period number 2. Carried in by Larisic. Thought about taking a shot. Held in by McIsaac. Long shot and easily gloved down. No traffic in front of Max Marash there. So 1-1 is the score. Goals in that first period off the stick of Skylar Anderson and Roan Clark Black. Both of those goals on the breakaway, and a couple of nice moves, some beauties there in that first period, has us knotted at 1 goal apiece. Again, Troy Langstaff with you on the call here on the High Button Sports live stream. We have some U15B action here at the Joe. Mr. Jeffrey Warburton on the camera. Lucas Barco with speed, looking to carry it in. Nice move to the forehand again, cutting into the middle, and that didn't miss by much to the left of Beautour. Dartmouth looking to counter with a rush of their own. Here's McIsaac, Larisic behind him. McIsaac trying to cut it in the middle. And an excellent defensive play there. Looks like Skylar Anderson. Yes, it was. Carrying it in. Anderson looking for another breakaway. Partial break. Backhand. No good. Beautour got the stick in between the legs of Anderson there. Was enough to break it up here. Now here's Brian trying to throw that on goal. Hit some shin pads of the Dartmouth players. Brian will peel off on a change. McIsaac looking to start another rush. Odd man rush here for Dartmouth. McIsaac with the shot. Rebound. Scores. 2-1 lead for Dartmouth. Some excellent back and forth hockey. And the Whalers lead. Big juicy rebound out in front. Might have been Bembridge on the doorstep. I was focused on whether or not Marash was going to get over and didn't even bother to look at the number. I got the updates in front of me. As soon as it pops up, I will let you know. But a good little rush there by the Whalers, and they lead. The first lead of the game. Backpedaling with it is Michael DeWolf, being watched carefully there by Bernard. Far side wall, Bembridge down for Bernard. Worked up the wall. Here's Burley. I'm going to flick it to the near side, but cutting into the middle, it looked like was McCausland with it. So it is Leighton Bembridge with the goal, Jay McIsaac with the assist. Bembridge is third of the tournament already. Dartmouth looking to start a rush here. Good feed off for Anderson. Here comes Cole Harbour the other way. Steal. Good stick by Larisic. Comes loose for Butt in the slot. Shot taken. Stick save. Of a whistle, and going to be a penalty and interference call coming up. It looks like against the Wings. Heading to the box. It's going to be number 13, Anthony Butt. Face-off is going to come all the way back into the Cole Harbour zone. Right off the draw there with lots of speed, looking for a rush. Here's Morris. A good back check there by Collins. They're going to start out the other way is Black. Bartko knocks it away. We'll send it the length of the ices. Swimmer couldn't knock it down. Leg now. Leg will just fire that up in the neutral zone. Settled down by Larisic. Larisic will fire a shot. Big rebound comes out. Unable to glove it down was Marash. Right. Wings looking to clear. Morris puts that into the body of Collins. Kept it in the zone by Black. That goes off the body into the far side corner. Stepanov will bring it around the near side boards. 8:05 to go in the second, and just over a minute left on the penalty to Butt. Collins has it knocked away by Bartko. Black, spinorama move, still with it. Roan Clark, Black to the backhand, into the corner, backhand feed, comes right back to him his feet, and he gets knocked down. Back to the point now, slap shot, bouncing puck, was loose for a second, and jumping on it was Marash. There was 3 Whalers players in the vicinity, but we'll jump on that loose puck to eliminate any further chances. So face off to the left of Marash. Another 38 seconds of power play time for Dartmouth. Going to work it into the wall is Craig Bishop White. Dumped by the Wings. Played into the neutral zone, but no one there. So Anderson will hold on to it. Just nearly missed a collision there with Leighton Bembridge. Could have been a big hit as Bembridge takes a bump from Anderson. Riley giving chase. And therefore the Wings is Bishop White. Played back around. Chase Bryan looking to clear, held in. Slap shot from the point, goes well wide. Anderson will play it up. Thrown on goal by Barnett. Bishop White in a battle for it in the corner with Bembridge. 3 Wings players in there to Dartmouth as the others slowly close in. The puck comes loose. Cole Harbour able to pick it up, 6.5 to go in the second period. Barnett just about had that stop to the neutral zone. Wings will make a change. Here's McIsaac with it, looking to start the rush. McIsaac puts that into the stick of McCausland, and Burley tried to feed it back up for McCausland, who had lost his stick. Walker now. Sharp angle shot, just about got a good bounce out in front. Now a rush here for Larisic. Gets around a couple Wings players. Larisic high backhand sails over the glass. Sent back down low by Anderson with the below the goal line, loose for a moment, and again Marash jumping on a loose puck quickly. And now we're gonna have a penalty, looks like, coming up against Dartmouth. No, maybe not. Just heard a whistle. I don't know if I saw any pointing, but being guided to the box is Joseph Anderson. Yeah, it will be a penalty. Roughing is gonna be the call after the whistle. So Joseph Anderson in the box. Roughing call, 5:47 to go in the second period. Faceoff coming back into the Dartmouth zone. 2-1 is the score in favor of those Whalers. Rowan Clark Black and Leighton Bembridge with the goals, and Skylar Anderson with the lone marker for the Cole Harbour Wings. Stretch pass up for Bernard. Thrown to the far boards. Into the middle. Kept going to the near side here for Walker. Across the line, Walker. Slow roller in on Vautour. Throws it back out in front. Catches the side of the goal, it looked like. Sent around to Wolf. Keeps it in. Slaps it on net. Catches a Dartmouth player. That's Larisic. Now with a little bit of speed, trying to pull it to the middle, but lost the puck and had to, I guess, stop that move. Played in the middle, the skate of steel, and the Wings are going to have to regroup here. Now here's Walker. Jack Walker trying to get something going. Over for Steele. Steele will chip it in. Wings making a handful of changes right now, so not much support. Finally, they get those players on. Butt near side. Played back to the point for Crocker, who winds up high shot, catches Larisic in the hand. Played out in front, no one home for Cole Harbour. Cleared away for a moment. Here's Bernard, will shovel that out. 35 more seconds of power play time for Cole Harbour as Joseph Anderson sits in the box for roughing. Here's Black, will chip it around one skater. Collins will backhand it in. Collins will stop it up. Now here's Legg. Throw it in. Dartmouth doing a good job of killing off some time here, and that's likely going to do it. Just 10 seconds left to go now in the Cole Harbour power play. Anderson likely standing on his feet, ready to hop out of the box. Obviously, you can't see as he's directly below us. So out of the box comes Anderson. We're back to 5-on-5, heads to the bench, and Bembridge jumps on. Bembridge calling for it at the far line and unable to get a piece of it. That would have been a beauty stretch pass, but coming back with speed was Skylar Anderson. But it is an icing called against Dartmouth. 3:36 to go in the second period. Still 2-1 in favor of the Whalers. Hits the back side of the goal. Now pinching in is Bishop White. Knocked away. Bishop White will have to get back, but some good support there by the Wings. Thrown in the far corner by Black. That gets thrown off the glass. Knocked back down. Sharp angle shot. Big rebound out in front as Collins threw it on net. Legg able to hold the line for a moment, and again stays in front of that. Collins coming in and eventually shoveled out in the neutral zone by the Wings. Black with a long shot, just narrowly missed that far post. Bembridge backhand feed goes off the skates of Bishop White. Bembridge feeds that out in front and just out of the reach of Rowan Clark-Black. And now the wings, a 3-on-0 here as Collins gets back quickly near side, and Collins is able to get a touch on it first. As Nicholas Clements couldn't win the race to it, but there were 3 Cole Harbour Wings skaters behind all Dartmouth players. Now another chance possibly behind the net. It goes, fed out in front. It bounces into the near side circle, tipped down, goal, and they score. Brian just slapped it towards the net and turned away, and then next thing you know, a celebration, he turns back as it was deflected in the net by number 16, Nicholas Clements, and we are tied at 2. That was pretty innocent looking slap there by Chase Bryan, but I guess it wasn't so innocent after all, as the perfect spot was Clements, able to just tap that pass to Vautour. Larisic now, nice move to get around to Wolf. Larisic with a high shot into the glass behind Marash, fed out in front. Larisic looked to go behind him for a moment as waiting in the slot was Mugford. That gets thrown on goal, hits the side of the post to the right of Vautour, and that stretch pass gets in behind Sam Riley. Will be an icing charge to here against Dartmouth. So Zoe Mugford was all alone in the crease for a second, but the pass didn't quite get to her. Would have been an excellent opportunity for another quick one by Dartmouth and maybe potentially take the lead before the end of the second period, but it would not be. Maybe another chance later in the game upcoming, but Bembridge for now will carry it into the zone. Will stop up, saucer pass into the middle. All sorts of tied up. There's Joseph Anderson. Back at the line now as Barnett tries to feed that in, goes off a couple skates. Walker chasing after. Anderson will get back. Barnett there as well. Now it comes down below us, back into the middle. Barnett, a good pass to the blue line for Bembridge. Gets around Burley. Bembridge still with it on the backhand. Unable to get it out in front, and now the wings look to come out the other way, but awaiting a stretch pass. Oh, right on the tape, threading the needle. Can Buck get a shot off? Yes. But on the backhand, didn't have much firepower on it, so an easy stop for Vautour, but what a feed from the other blue line. Here's Morris trying to cut through. Stepanov will just await, not being forced. Passing for Morris. Anderson into the middle for Larisic. Just shoveled in by Bernard. And that will be the buzzer sound. So 24 minutes come and gone here, and we're still knotted at 2 between the Cole Harbour Wings and the Dartmouth Werewolves. We'll be back in a couple minutes for third period action. $15 minutes to decide a winner. If not, we will have a tie, and would be the second consecutive tie for Cole Harbour after scoring 4 goals, giving up 4 goals earlier today against the South Shore Lumberjacks. And for the Dartmouth Whalers, a tie, well, wouldn't really do them any good, as that would give them 1 point through 2 games, 1 game left. Pretty unlikely that you're going to get through with 3. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if anyone can score this final frame. Some good back and forth action. The goalies have been sharp, and we've had a couple of nice goals from either team. Back to the line it comes, thrown on net. That was Olivia Swinimer. Steele now, carrying it in on Swinimer, gets around her, but loses a puck. Good support by McIsaac. Back to the line, Bishop White. Not quick enough off the bench, but had to travel quite a distance. Morris will slap it around. Here's Bishop White. Morris will ship it around Bembridge. Playing with it at the line. McIsaac holding it in not once but twice. Collins near side. Shot and easily corralled there by Max Marash. Cameron Burley, the lone player, with 2 points in this game. They're both assists. Now here down the far side, Anderson looking for another, carrying it into the backhand and can't get it over Vautour, who put the stick down and was able to fluck that away. A good stop on a good rush there by Anderson. And here's Bartko over for Bryan. Rather, that was Bartko on the rush. 17, not 14. Bishop White has it. Thrown in by Bembridge, but catching a piece of someone on the Cole Harbour bench, so play blown dead. So considering this game was supposed to start only 22 minutes ago and we're already 2 minutes into the third period, we've been making some very good progress here at the Joe. Lucky enough to do a tournament a couple weeks ago with the High Button, and well, to say that tournament was delayed is an understatement. They're there for an extra couple hours, and not only tough, I mean, it was still fun for us, but being there a little bit later than you wanted to and having to be at the arena the next day at, say, 7 a.m. to get things set up and ready for the first morning game is tough. But even for those kids that are on those teams that are playing at, well, you know, like 9 o'clock instead of 7 was sure tough on them as well, having to probably play the next afternoon at, you know, 11 or 12. But I'm saying is we're making some good progress here, and I'm sure these teams are having fun. But now that I say that, also sure you might already know, but I'll also mention after this chance here by the Whalers, a good stop there on the shot by Anderson. Marash tall to the task again, but the power over at the RBC Center has gone out, and that building was evacuated about an hour ago, I'd say, and not really sure as to what we're going to do. Just follow the Joe LaMontagne tournament on Twitter for some updates. Check online. It's a bit of a scramble right now because still a couple of games left to be played over at that arena, and not sure when they're going to make those up. Not sure when the power is going to come back on at the RBC Center. Maybe it already is, for what I know, but a little bit of an inconvenience. Well, that's a major inconvenience. It's not like you're going to slot those games in tomorrow morning, but we'll see what happens. And hopefully they get it figured out. A good solution, and everyone's able to play out all their games. Burley with it near side will feed that across. Walker throws that behind the net. And on the near side, thrown back out in front. Good chance all alone in the slot area. Good stop by Vautour, down and out, looking for it. Now the puck is loose and played into the corner and up the wall by Swinimer. Now a two-on-one rush here, and a good stick. Still carrying it across the line is Dartmouth into the slot area. That high shot goes over the goal and covered up by Morash. It was Barnett throwing that one towards the goal. Thrown on net, deflected a little bit wide. Chasing after it in the corner, Zoe Mugford throws it on net and almost works out. Good idea by Mugford, just throwing it towards the net, maybe getting a bounce or a rebound out of Marash there, but Marash able to find the loose puck and cover it up. 10:47 to go in the third period. Bishop White play it up the wall. Now coming back the other way, making a couple of nice moves is Skylar Anderson into the near side corner. Played up the wall. Collected now, but receiving a bump was Riley as Morris throws that on goal. Goes wide. Swinimer. Played into the near side corner. Far side bounces over the stick of Riley. And on the forecheck, but a couple nice moves. Played out for Morris, who had to stop up to receive that pass, but got it right on the tape. Winds up for a slap shot, but puts it into the legs of the Dartmouth defenders. Played out by the Whalers. Now here's Bernard, has Collins with him. Bernard across the line. There's a shot that goes well wide. That's thrown out in front and was loose for a moment, but Marash able to slide over and cover that up. 9:25 to go. Still tied at 2 here between the Wings and the Whalers here on the High Button Sports YouTube live stream coverage of the Joe. Kept in by leg for a moment, but goes off the skate, and now a rush here for the Wings the other way. Far side shot taken, excellent pad save. Looked like it was Nicholas Clements with the rush down the far side. Collins will dish that over across the line now. Moved it in the middle, still with it, trying to go across. Collins creeping in, whiffs on the shot in the slot, and cleared away. And here come the Wings down the other way. Bartko with it. Has 3 Whalers players around him. That gets dumped in. 8:20 to go. Played far side. Delayed offside against the Whalers now. Played into the middle. McCausland gets it right on the tape. Good stick. Whalers coming out the other way. Number 19. Anderson flings that one into the glass. Collecting it is Cole Crocker on the far side. Will fire it around the boards. Wings looking to start a breakout. Excellent feed cross ice for Burley. A little bit of room, but a good stick by Barnett to knock it away for a moment. McIsaac being watched by Walker. Had a goal in the first game of the day for Cole Harbour. Their tie. Bouncing puck. McCausland will feed that up for Walker on the backhand. Centering feed, no one home. Barnett. Hold it for a second, make a feed out in the neutral zone, having to be quick. There was number 5, Timur Stepanov, as Rowan Clark-Black was all over him there and would have been quick to jump on that puck. Larisic can't get it to go. Stepanov stick tied up. Bernard, Walker far side, chipping it up. Steele trying to come in, overskates it a little. Still digging for it, finally settles down, and out come the Whalers. Black trying to feed that in the middle. Steele. Far side pass. Walker trying to get around Barnett. No good. Here comes Black the other way to the backhand and gets knocked over as Morris was down on one knee for some reason. Maybe trying to block the shot. Anderson loses the puck. flung back up the other way. Here's Butt. Has to hold it for a second, but can't hold the line as Anderson was offside. 6:24 to go in the third period, and no overtimes. If this game is tied after 3 periods of play, it will end in a tie. Just during the round robin, we'll have overtime during the crossover games and etc. Semis, finals. But hopefully we don't end in a tie. I guess 2 points are given out either way, but I think, again, just looking down at the standings right now and the way it is, the Whalers, they really can't lose this one. They'll need a point. Pass to the near side. I remember I was in minor hockey one time, and same sort of idea. Final game of the round robin. Both teams needed a win. It couldn't go to overtime. They needed a win. We needed a win in regulation. So my dad, who was actually the coach of my team at the time, pulled our goalie, and for some reason the other team did as well. It was the weirdest thing, and I'll never forget it. Both teams pulled their goalie for the extra attacker, and one of the players on my team got to center ice and flicked it up and over the heads of the 2 opposing teams' defenders, and it bounced down and in between the pipes, and we ended up winning the game and moving on. But it was just the weirdest thing. Both teams pulled their goalies. Something you'll never see again, unless, in a tournament situation like this. But I know what you're thinking. You're going to go, well, why would the other team pull the goalie if you had an empty net? Well, I don't know. That's why I'll never forget it. 5:08 to go here in the third period. 2-2 between the Whalers and the Wings here at Cole Harbour Place. The Whalers looking to come in. No offside. That was good. Bernard just rolls that in for Marash. He's actually looking to go across for Collins there, but couldn't quite get it over. So face-off will come to the left of Marash. Bernard and Bartko in at the face-off dot. Bartko will win it back, to the side rather, and it's collected by DeWolf, but good forecheck there by Bernard. Trying to force a turnover. It finally comes loose out from behind that net. Brian gets it on the half wall. A short pass back into the middle for Bartko, and very nice play there, but a good defensive stick there by Mason Legg. Collins now playing with it, being pounded by Bartko, who loses his stick. Anderson on the far side. DeWolf with a little bit of time now as Bernard creeps in on the forecheck. DeWolf will fire it around the boards for Brian. Brian will stop and flick that off the boards. Played through the middle and collected in stride by Clements, but has it in the skates. Bernard near side, high shot. Rings off the helmet of Marash. Bernard with a good look from the far side. Been all over the ice tonight, 3:55 to go. Now a chance here for DeWolf as the crowd starts getting a little bit more into it. DeWolf, no support, in all alone, trying to get a shot off. Got around Swinimer. There's Swinimer trying to play it up. A little bit off the mark there. She'll have to head back. Collected behind the net by Collins. Now here's Bembridge. Leighton Bembridge in across the line. 2-on-2 for a brief moment. McCausland gets back. Bembridge backhand feed into the middle. Out of the reach. Shot away. Marash with the save. It's still loose. He's down and out. Into the circle it trickles, and Marash is able to get set back up in the crease, and that one rolls in and gets the paddle down. Makes the save and covers up. Bit of panicky play there by the Wings, and well, specifically Max Marash in between those pipes, but it worked out. 3:12 to go. Cole Harbour looking for their first win. Dartmouth Whalers looking for their first win. A tie here would be, like I said, would likely do it for the Whalers. The Wings would still be alive, and that would put them up to 2 points, and then a victory in their final game potentially over Sackville would give them 4 and would likely be enough to get them through. But we'll get there when we get there. Sackville and South Shore are supposed to play each other at the RBC Center, but like I said, the power went out there where the building was evacuated. I'm not sure whether those games are going to be played tonight. I don't know if the power's back on. Check it out, and driving it towards the net, we have a goal. Dartmouth with the lead, and it's number 12, Rowan Clark-Black, is second of the game, and with just 2:34 to go, the Whalers are leading. And another look here, but just losing it in the middle was Bembridge. So Rowan Clark-Black with a pair of markers here, our latest one. 2.5 minutes to go, has the Whalers on top. Say they've had the majority of the chances here in this third period, but the Wings certainly capable of getting one late. We'll see if they pull the goalie. Again, no timeouts permitted for either team. That goes in. Marash down to the butterfly, looking to get a shot off of the Whalers, and that comes back into the glove of Marash. Olivia Swinimer and Colin Gould patrolling the blue line for the Whalers right now. A little bit of pressure on their end, and they're going to have to get back as the Wings come away with it. Barco gets around Gould. Gould with some good defensive stick work there. It's in between the legs of Vautour, and they score! No idea how that one got through. It was just thrown on goal and hit the skate of Vautour, and we're tied up with 1:49 to go. A tough, very tough goal to give up for Dartmouth right there. And they're gonna need one here in the final minute 49. Well, you know, obviously as soon as that pops up on my box score in front of me, because no way of knowing whether it was the skater that threw it out front from behind the goal line, or whether someone got a piece of it tapping it past the line in front, or whether it went up the leg of Vautour. I'll let you know. And now a chance here. Blocker saved by Marash. A beauty. Needed that one. Gets it to go. 1:30 to go. 3-3 is the score. Bernard now. Long shot from the point, deflected in front, and Marash getting the glove on it. Anderson with a deflection. And again, I don't believe there's overtime in regulation. I've yet to call a game or be a part of on the camera for a game that's been tied at the end of regulation, but it was just going through the rules there. I don't think there is overtime. Collins with a long shot. That goes off the glass, and McIsaac over to the far point. Leg will have to get back. Burley now, long shot stopped by Vautour. Played back out in front for a moment. Burley can't get the shot up. So goal being credited to Nicholas Clements. Lucas Bartko with the assist. Chance here for the Wings. Down and out as Vautour swiping away. Played back out in front. Near side post they come. Thrown on goal, 47 seconds to go. So it's Clements' second goal of the game. He's gonna, standing up is a huge one right now. 37 seconds. We'll see if Vautour gets pulled, and maybe I'm not saying the right things, but I do believe that a loss here would likely do it. Whalers bobbling puck down low, and Bembridge slaps his stick in frustration. The ice is anything but fresh right now, and that shot from the point goes off the shin pads, and now a chance here for McCausland. McCausland down the left side, Walker in front. McCausland takes a spill below the goal line. Just 14 seconds left, and the Whalers doesn't look like they're gonna get a final rush here. Played out in front, back to the point. Stepanov with a chance to step into one. That goes off a body and into the corner. And that will do it as the buzzer sounds. 3-3 the final. And I believe that's going to be a tie. 1 point for each team. So Cole Harbour with a tie in back-to-back games, 4-4 versus South Shore earlier today, and 3-3 here against the Dartmouth Whalers. Whalers moved to 0-1-1, and again, likely it for their tournament unless they get some help. They'll need a victory tomorrow, but final score here at Scotia One at the Cole Harbour Place, 3-3 between the Dartmouth Whalers and the Cole Harbour Wings. On behalf of my camera guy, Mr. Jeffrey Warburton, my name is Troy Langstaff. Thanks for joining us here on the High Button Sports live stream.